So EA just did the unthinkable. I don't really know what's going on. I'm speaking weirdly because I've got food in my mouth. I'm eating Snickers. So The Sims 3 is getting an update. The first update in what, like a million years? Over 10 years at least. And to my surprise, the Sims 3 website is still pretty up and running. And it's even posted on here. The last update was 2014 in January. So it's literally been 10 years and 10 days since they've last updated this game. What's going on? I actually don't know. It just says updated server messaging. Interestingly, this update is actually broken some patches people have been using to play The Sims 3, and the reason why this update has come out is because they're fixing an issue where newer Intel CPUs couldn't run the game, apparently, according to this tweet. Like, I don't know. But then somebody else says this patch fixes Alder Lake issue where the game wouldn't start correctly on certain newer higher end Intel processors. It makes no other changes. So if you're dumb like me and you thought Alder Lake was a world in The Sims 3, it's not. It is a name of a Intel CPU processor. I don't really know what that means, but basically they've just updated the game so that it works on some higher end PCs. But the game doesn't actually work anyway unless you have some certain like bug fixes and not bug fixes, like patches, like the RAM patch or whatever it is, the 4GB patch. So the game doesn't really work properly anyway, but it just seems a little bit weird and suspicious. Why on earth are they updating The Sims 3 now? EA doesn't give a fuck about The Sims 3. Have they just given up on The Sims 4, realized The Sims 3 is better, and we're just getting Sims 3 packs again? That would be funny. Imagine if they announced the Sims 3 pack. Tomorrow, EA has their Behind the Sims Summit, which is celebrating 25 years of The Sims. 25 years is a very big deal. Now, EA are not great with Sims anniversaries. We all know this, so I don't really know if it's going to be anything that substantial other than announcing some more Sims 4 DLC for us to buy. But considering that they've updated The Sims 3 10 years on now after a really long time is just absolutely bizarre. Unless it's damage control, maybe in this Behind the Sims thing, they will be discussing The Sims 3 and celebrating it, and they want to avoid the backlash of people saying, well, it doesn't work if I buy it from the store. Could that be a reason why? Could we be getting a Sims 3 major overhaul where it's like, it's getting some kind of re-release where it's like the ultimate Sims 3 collection? Maybe that's it, because a few years ago now, I think it was during COVID times, I believe it was on Steam where you got the whole thing for something crazy like 70 to 80% off. Maybe they're doing something like this again. We do know that they've been keen on these retro re-release things with the My Sims bundle, for example, where they gave us My Sims and My Sims Kingdom, which was a little bit unexpected. So it seems like they are venturing forth into avenues other than just churning out Sims 4 DLC. It looks like they're taking the time and effort to actually do other things. Realistically, could we be getting a Sims 3 re-release, remaster? I'm not too sure really. It wouldn't make much business sense for them to do something like that, I don't think, but they are very keen on this whole Sims universe, the Sims Hub, whatever the fuck they're calling it. So it could be that they're actually going to be doing something that was kind of special involving The Sims 3. I think if this just came out at like a random time, I'd be like, okay, but because it's coming out a day before this Sims Summit thing that's happening tomorrow, it makes me feel like something could actually be going on. I don't know what time this Sims Summit thing is in other countries, but as you can see, it is tomorrow, and it's, oh, there we go, 9 a.m. PT, whatever PT means. You know, I feel sorry for the American Sims YouTubers because they've got to get up so early to do these like patch update videos. For me, it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I can have a lie-in. I can go to the gym. I'm gonna go get my ear pierced again. Somebody said to celebrate The Sims 25, here's 25 new kits for you. That's actually hilarious. What's also insane is that I'm above the age of 25 years old, and and I've literally been playing The Sims ever since it started 25 years ago. I wonder if we'd get a hot tub, because that would just be hilarious and iconic if EA were good at marketing and were able to make a joke out of themselves, which any reputable, incredible company would do, because it's an excellent marketing move to make fun of yourself. They would give us a brand new hot tub, which hasn't got that ugly roof. You know, like this hot tub here? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like this one that came as the 20th anniversary? If they instead gave us the romance, the hot tub, you know, the iconic hot tub that we've had ever since The Sims 1, they should do this genuinely for the 25th update, because that would just be iconic. In my dream world, we would get some iconic objects from The Sims 1, 2, and 3 put into The Sims 4. I just think that would be such a cool idea. Another possibility for this Sims 3 patch update is it's actually marking an end to The Sims 3. They could even be taking it off the store, to be a bit negative, sorry. Usually what developers often do, or big publishers rather, when they're ready to just kind of like leave a video game like bury it in the ground, leave it in history, never ever touch it again, they normally do like one final patch update. This is kind of like what they like to do. I guess they kind of do it out of politeness for people who are still playing the game, but in order to keep selling it on the store, they really need to make sure that it actually works. So this is what developers will often do when they're ready to never ever touch a game ever again. Like officially on paper, they will maybe do one final patch update just to make sure it, you know, works on modern hardware, for example, and then they will never ever touch it again. This is quite a common practice, and it wouldn't surprise me if they're actually getting ready now to move on to the next era of The Sims, whatever the hell Project Renee is going to be. It genuinely wouldn't surprise me by now if this was them, is it called sunsetting, like sunsetting The Sims 3, and then just like officially cutting it out and moving on to Project Renee and The Sims mobile game that they're making, whatever it is. So I'm saying it could be a Sims 3 remaster remake, but being realistic, I think this is just them chopping The Sims 3 off. I mean, from a business standpoint, who on earth is going to buy The Sims 3 in all of its packs now? I mean, a lot of you guys do, to be fair, and I just want to say, if you do plan on buying any Sims 3 packs, you can use Instant Gaming to get some good discounts on any game for that matter, let alone Sims 3 packs. You can even get Robux on here, and it's all a lot cheaper than what you'd buy it through the actual platform. As you can see, Sims 3 packs, guys, are selling dirt cheap on here, absolutely dirt cheap. So if you want to play The Sims 3, there is no better time than now to get them, because for all we know, maybe The Sims 3 will never come back after this patch update. Maybe it is making a comeback. I mean, £4.21 for The Sims 3 World Adventures, which is, by the way, my favourite ever Sims pack in the world. So if you are planning on getting The Sims 3 very cheaply through Instant Gaming, this is the #1 pack that I am going to recommend. Look, it even says mostly positive. That's quite a rarity in the Sims 4 pack world. Most of them are mixed. I will pop a link in the description of this video to Instant Gaming. Thank you very much for sponsoring today's video. I'm truly just so unsure about the future of The Sims at this stage, especially now they're literally going back into the past with this update. The Sims 4 now, we've made jokes before about it being out for almost 10 years, and now it has been 10 years, and now it's almost 11 years, and in that 11 years, we haven't had a brand new Sims spin-off game. The mobile games don't count, neither does the My Sims reboot, because they literally just rebooted it, it's not a new game. They've actually released no brand new Sims experiences in the almost 11 years The Sims 4 has been out. We've literally received in that time nothing but just DLC for The Sims 4 over 10 years, especially considering The Sims 4 is objectively the worst Sims game. Yes, I went there. It's just absolutely bizarre. Well, we know The Sims 5 is not coming tomorrow. There's a very tiny chance The Sims 3 is coming, an even bigger chance that The Sims 3 has been sunsetted, and potentially 25 brand new kits coming in order to celebrate the 25th anniversary. I know who's not coming. Me. I'm having an early night tonight. With that being said, you guys let me know what you think is coming and how this on earth could possibly relate to a random Sims 3 patch update 10 years on, I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video.